Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance for professional development. As the current time of 8:51 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $3,519, down about 0.03% so far, not really doing much. And respect to over crypto market sees that selectively we are kind of a mixed bag at the moment. So we've dived into the technicals on this respective coins, and as just to name one of them, Dogecoin, as we've been observing, we've been forming a bullish pennant, which subsequently translate into buying pressure. So it seems like the technicals is coming into fruition, right? So we'll dive into to see the momentum, looking at the risk profile subsequently to see what should we be doing if you are investing into Dogecoin at the moment. And on the equity side as well, on a pre-market perspective, kind of flat across the spectrum. Dow Jones flat, 0.0%. S&P is down a little bit, 0.23%, while Nasdaq, which is driven by a lot of the tech stocks, is still up about close to 2% so far, right? So with respect to Ethereum right now, you can see that clearly we are still levitating in between levels. But I'll give that benefit of the doubt that we're just kind of gluing around the 3,500 with lack of propensity to go towards on the upper echelon of 3,650, which is where it's supposed to go. Obviously you need to break to the 3,600, which is a flat number, but you could see that both times, like firstly, the next level we got to recently was 3,581, so you couldn't even get above to the 3,600 due to a lack of pressure. And you could see that with respect to the RSI, it's kind of relatively elongated, so the momentum is definitely cool down, right? And at the same time, we know that we've been dragged up for such a long time now. So historically, every single time we dragged up for such a long time, and this is like probably the longest we've dragged on for quite some time, like similar to the one we had before where we were like kind of rallying. And then you're gonna see some sort of a pop the balloon affectation that we've formed here. Let me just show you more specifically. You see this. This is where you form a death cross, and then subsequently you have a large leap down, and then it's been just sliding off from the cliff from there, right? Selling from the 5,000 all the way to 2160 at one point where we hit the rock bottom when the COVID, and also obviously with respect to Ukraine-Russian war, that kind of all percolate at the same time, right? So we had that triple whammy effect. So right now, the outlook is not looking the best. And look at the macro market dynamics perspective. Look at the next FOMC meeting. We understand that the next one is basically a month out on May 3rd and May 4th. And for just a special bonus, May 3rd is my birthday, actually. So just FYI, I never really told people my birthday, but May 3rd is my birthday. And at the same time, with respect to April, the next major catalyst would be falling under next week starting on the 11th. And you could see that with respect to CPI report, the consumer price index is going to open up at 8:30 a.m. and then you're going to producer price index as well, and then you're going to see imports price index and some unemployment numbers that's going to come out, right? So seems like next week will be a volatile one, right? So we'll see how that goes from here in a foreshadow perspective. And again, with respect to technical, we're still really elongated and dragged up, so definitely be cautious if you are thinking about buying right now. It is still technically bullish, but is your risk aversion, do you want to buy now when we are kind of leaping for such a long time and the technical is kind of cooling down at the moment, right? So something to think about. Bitcoin at the moment right now, it's doing something comparable. You can see that we're about to form a death cross. It's like kind of slowly fusing together as you see in front of us with a 64 out of 70. So be cautious about this. The next leap down will be 44 all the way to 40 from here, right? So be cautious. Ethereum Classic formed a death cross recently. We're cooling down on the RSI as well at 66 out of 70. So coming down to ideally 38, 33, all the way to 28 would be the next frames that we'll be buying at, right? I would not really touch this until we come down to ideally 33 from here. Dogecoin is up about 5%. The reason is because of the bullish pennant. This is something we talked about for the last couple of days so far. And technical doesn't really lie, right? It squeezes from this large wedge and then subsequently get tighter and tighter and tighter, and then you break out from there, right? Right now it's the 69 out of 70, large separation, so it's definitely risky. The next level you could potentially get to will be somewhere around like the 16, which is where we're supposed to be heading now, all the way to maybe potentially 1750 from here. Cardano is flat. I prefer anywhere from like 85 cents below. Solana is still surging up 2% right now. It's still lingering on with a 74 out of 70 right now. Still large separation. So be careful about Solana if you think about buying at the moment, right? You know, XRP is a head and shoulder pattern. I can see a head, shoulder, shoulder. So it seems like a sell-off will be imminent, but we're not that oversold or overbought. We're just at the neutral, 53 out of 70. So I think coming down to like 78 to around 69 would be a good level of DCA for you. If you like XRP, obviously, right? In respect to polkadot, down up about 2%, about to form a def cross, 64 out of 70. So I like anywhere from basically 17 all the way to $14 from here. Algorand's down about 1%. 89 cents at the moment. Dev cross is forming, 54 out of 70. So I think I like anywhere from 75 to 67 from here. Shiba Inu, it's having a delay effect for some reason. I think it's because Dogecoin is being pumped more by the Twitter news, by the Elon Musk purchasing of Twitter, the 9-ish 10% interest or stake into acquiring Twitter. So that's why it's driving more buying pressure. But Shiba Inu should technically be surging because of this wedge that we're forming. And also like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu have some correlation because they're both doggy coins, I think. Obviously, you know. Right now it's trading at 60 out of 70. So I think more bullish pressure coming will be very logical all the way to somewhere around like the 2000-ish. Or max will be somewhere around 3000, but I think that's a monumental level. So I like anywhere from 2100, 1400, 900 from here. Polygon up about 1%, 142 to 120 would be where we would be DCAing at. AVAX not doing anything, it's just flat at the moment. Based on the current setup, I prefer, because of the def cross that we're about to form, 63 out of 70, 59 to 50 would be where I feel comfortable. Luna is still surging, try and get up to 120. You know, it's been trying many days now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 69 out of 70, large separation. 117 right now. So we are in like new space territory at the moment. So it's up to your risk aversion. Do you feel comfortable doing this? But again, this is a wedge that we form, right? That's what we squeeze up from there. So it seems like technical speaks the truth always when you see that happening. But this is a risk you want to take at the moment when we're running up in the space, you know, with no air right now. So be careful about this. So that's it really for today. Actually, I'm in several different board meetings and conferences later today, so I'll be actually out in the city. I don't have a camera, nor do I want to be filming a video publicly. Anyways, like, you know, it's always more comfortable in my bedroom or my office, if you may. But I appreciate you for dropping by. Really, really appreciate your support on a day-to-day basis. I'm almost at 8,000 subscribers. I know it feels like I just said that I hit 7,000 subscribers about like a couple weeks ago. So I'm definitely very appreciative of the love and support you guys give me. I won't disappoint. And yeah, love you guys. And have a good Tuesday. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.